are you doing? I mean, I guess that's not the question to ask. Considering you got divorced and all. My bad.
Ugh, I forgot to block your number. You have some nerve contacting me after stealing my husband, Lisa.
Yeah, I can't deny that. I did hit you pretty bad with that one. It's been half a year now, right?
After getting married to Sean, I know I didn't really stay in touch.
But something came up that I need to talk to you about. So, here I am.
I don't have anything to talk to you about. Don't expect me to listen.
Just hold on now. Don't you want to know how your sister and your ex-husband are doing now? Not even slightly curious?
You really think I'd be curious about a sister who thought it was okay to just take my husband away from me? Not to mention the good-for-nothing jerk who had the audacity to cheat on me with my own sister. No thanks. I'd rather not hear what you have to say. Seriously. Like you must be beyond messed up to want to get together with your wife's twin sister who literally has the same face. It's so ridiculous, I can only laugh thinking about it now.
You do know that it was your fault that you got cheated on, right? Don't think you're just a victim here.
Would you care to explain why you think it was my fault? Because I'm actually curious. How could someone say something so illogical?
Look, sis, we are identical twins for crying out loud. Our face, our body type, everything is practically the same. But Sean chose me over you. That can only mean one thing. Sean was completely turned off by your personality. Sure, we're probably both attractive on the outside, but I guess you need to work on your inner beauty, huh?
We do have a completely different sense of style, and I don't think our vibe is the same either. But other than that, there isn't that much to differentiate us, and yet Sean chose you as the girl to cheat on me with. Seriously, what is wrong with that guy? I must have some terrible taste in men to have married some wacko twisted enough to do that. Well, I know the reason why he ran away, though. You're the easier one.
The easier one? What's that supposed to mean?
We both decided that we would each be working and doing our fair share of household chores. He ended up not doing his part after a while. I tried to talk to him about it and make sure we were making things fair for the both of us. I guess he didn't like that, and ran away to you. He wouldn't really call him out on things like that. He's just some man baby who wants to be taken care of. Well, hope he's happy now, because I'm sure that's what he's getting.
It doesn't matter what you say, because it all sounds like you are just trying to get back at me for winning him over. What a sore loser, sis. Just get over it already.
Sis? I feel sick every time you call me that. You completely betrayed my trust. So I'd appreciate it if you just stopped acting like we were still close.
You really don't like the fact that you got your husband stolen by your sister, huh? I feel for you, sis. I really do. But you can't really help the fact that Sean loves me more than he loved you.
I am starting to think that you contacted me just to torment me.
It's just so hard to win with you. You're so cold-hearted, you know. You could try being a bit more endearing. At least, that's what Sean was saying. He said it was easy to be with me because I'm so lovable and charming. That it would be such a pleasure to live together with me. He said he felt like he could barely breathe with you. Jesus, why couldn't you just give the guy a break?
Well, honestly, if that was the case, I would have understood if he just asked for a divorce first. He could have chosen to date you after getting divorced and then married you. That was definitely an option for him. I don't understand why he would be stupid enough to get the order all wrong. It would have been much simpler if he had just told me the truth from the beginning and we separated.
Why so serious all the time, sis? Loosen up a little. You look like me, so you're actually quite pretty. What a waste. I'm sure it wouldn't be so hard to get a guy to notice you, but guys don't really like serious girls like you. You know, the ones who are always on their case and all. They end up choosing girls like me who are fun and carefree. It's attractive for us girls to be that way. That's just how it is. You should brush up a bit before you start looking for a new guy.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not wrong. I mean, I've learned that painful lesson over and over again. Every single time you stole my boyfriend away. Ever since high school.
You gotta admit, the guys that you date are a little… How should I say this? You know, they only see a pretty face and get all excited. In other words, they're easy. It's a piece of cake stealing them away. They just can't resist the temptation. So practically, it's kind of your fault you end up getting cheated on every time. You're the one who chooses those kinds of guys, right?
It doesn't matter what I did. Cheating on someone while married is always the fault of the person who cheated. There's no excuse for such behavior. Period. Even in court, the verdict was that you both were held responsible for the divorce. That's why you're still both paying me compensation money, right?
Do you know how annoying it is that we have to keep paying you that money?
Do you know how annoying it is that I have to deal with the fact that you guys were cheating on me? And that I still have to talk to you like this?
Because of the payments we are making to you, we barely have enough to get by. I hate having to sacrifice the little luxuries just because you can't get over the fact that me and Sean are together.
It's all on you. Everything. You pay the price for your own stupidity. Well then, I'm wasting my time here. I'm just gonna block you now, okay?
Okay. Can you just let me say what I needed to say? Someone's a little impatient.
Just hurry up and say it then. Even though it's been half a year already, I still have a lot of feelings about what happened. Talking to you is just bringing all of it up to the surface, so I'd really like you to get to your point so we can end this conversation.
I'm pregnant!
Okay, pregnant? What? You're telling me you're gonna become a mom. With Sean, I'm guessing?
Well, duh. Who else? Are you trying to imply I'd get pregnant with someone else or something?
I only asked because he was always telling me how much he didn't like kids.
There's a reason he said that to you, you know. He didn't like the idea of both of you working and having to split the responsibility of child rearing. Unlike you, I wanted to become a housewife. You know, being in charge of all the house chores and taking care of the baby. That's why Sean said he wanted to have a baby.
You really think that it'll work that way? You are aware that he doesn't make enough to support a whole entire family, right? How are you going to survive off of one paycheck every month?
I guess you understand the gist of the matter then. That's why I decided that since I'm pregnant, I should go home.
Go home?
Well, you know, Mom and Dad's. I heard you had to move back in with them after everything went down. I know it might be awkward for you to have to see me and Sean from now on, but you'll get used to it.
Sure. I don't really want to see any of your faces. Ever, actually. But that's besides the point. There isn't a place for you to stay. It wouldn't work out.
No matter what happens, Mom and Dad will always take care of me as their daughter. And you're my sister, after all. Family will always be family. That house isn't just for you to stay in either. I can come back anytime I like. There's no doubt that Mom and Dad want to see their first grandchild anyways. If you would just grow up a little, things would work out smoothly. Just act like an adult and welcome us peacefully, all right? Don't go causing trouble for the rest of the family. That's that. I'll be seeing you early next month. I'm looking forward to living with you.
Hold your horses now. Lisa, just calm down for a second and listen to what I have to say. I'm being serious. There really isn't any place for you to return to. Sophie, how have you been? We haven't talked for a while. I just wanted to ask you if your family had a car. You know, Lisa is pregnant, so we need you guys to pick us up when we move. Well, if it isn't Sean. Won't bother asking you how you've been. Are you seriously considering moving into my parents' house with Lisa? What other option do we have? Lisa has been struggling a lot with morning sickness. If you and your mom are with her, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier for us. We need your help right now. We haven't really said you could move here. I can't believe you just made a decision without asking first. Lisa's your sister. How could you be upset in this situation? This is exactly what I meant by you being cold-hearted. I really did the right thing by divorcing you. What a coincidence. Was just thinking the same exact thing. Anyways, about the day of the move. You're gonna come and pick up Lisa, right? I'll just go later with all the stuff. Don't you think making Lisa come with me in the pickup truck is too much? That'll be hard on her. I do recall giving you our car as part of the divorce settlement. You didn't sell it or anything, I assume. Okay, who was the one that bought that car with her own freaking money? Oh yeah, me! And way before I met you. It wasn't even part of the darn divorce settlement. Who cares about the little details? What a pain. This is what I'm talking about. Being with you was always such a drag. We were supposed to be in love, feeling butterflies, you know? It's unbelievable the way you made being in a relationship feel like hell every day. If you want to think more positively about things, I guess you can say that uptight personality of yours might come in handy once we move into your parents' house. You have quite the steady income as well.
Are you seriously suggesting that I give you some allowance to cover what your paycheck can't?
Come on. Your sister is pregnant. Don't be so cruel. Don't tell me you have no intention of helping us out here.
Ding ding! You are correct. You guys can just figure everything out by yourselves. And my precious car won't be letting any of you get even near it. Lisa will live. Why are you guys even asking me in the first place? Do you know how messed up that is? I keep telling Lisa that there's no place for you guys to live. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Oh, just stop it already. I know it hasn't been too long since our divorce, but it'll be fine.
Look, I'm saying this for your sake, but you better not try to come over with your stuff. No one will welcome you. I promise you. My parents are not excited about the new grandchild either. Just be grateful that I warned you, okay?
What's that supposed to mean? Who wouldn't be happy about getting grandchildren? That doesn't make any sense.
My sister doesn't have a place to call home anymore. Don't you think that after stealing her only sister's husband, that would be the case?
Let's just let the past go, huh? We all make mistakes. Forgive and forget. Let's live together. It'll be great. We'll be a family again. Although not like before, if you know what I mean.
You have your own family to rely on. Can't you just ask your parents to help out? I'm sure you can still rely on them.
You should know how it is with my parents by now. There's not a moment that goes by without one of us picking a fight. It's not a good idea to ask them for help. And I don't want to go back to the countryside. There is literally nothing there. Okay then, I'll text you again when the date and time of the move has been decided.
Don't just settle things on your own now. I don't know how many times I have to warn you. You guys really won't be able to move in here. There's no use in bringing your stuff. You can try if you want. You're coming to pick me up, right, sis? Why are you taking so long? Are you still upset or something?
I've told you over and over. You won't be able to move in. And I won't be picking you up. I never said I would. And most importantly, I don't want you two to be a part of my life. Ever. Not happening.
We don't have any money. You know that, right? Sean didn't get a raise, so he's making the same old amount. And it's not like I have a job either. Now is the time for you all to help us out financially.
It doesn't have to be me, Mom, or Dad. You could ask anyone else for help. In fact, just ask Sean's parents. They have a lot of land and property. I'm sure they'll provide something for you two. Who knows? Maybe they'll let you live on a farm or something.
No way! I'll never live outside the city. Ew. They don't even have Wi-Fi from what I've heard. How am I supposed to have a life over there? Don't you remember that the reason why Sean moved over here is because he hated living there so much?
I really liked Sean's mom and dad, though. They were really nice. Their house was surrounded by a lot of nature, and it was quite the tranquil experience staying there. Either way, we have no intention of accepting you two into the house. Don't think you can just barge in whenever you want and take advantage of us.
When are you going to get over yourself? You don't have to get all emotional about everything. Didn't Sean tell you to forget about the past? Let's just start anew. It'll be fun living together. The more the merrier, right? It'll be one big happy family. We're going to be living together, so let's make peace. I don't want to have to move in when we're on bad terms. Let's make up. Please?
They demolished the house already. It's gone.
It's gone? How come I didn't know about this? What happened?
Like I said, they tore down the house. That's what I meant by you don't have a place to return to.
I can't believe you guys didn't tell me about this.
I kept telling you that there's no place for you guys to live.
Why in the world would Mom and Dad decide to get rid of the house? What were they thinking? I don't understand what is going on.
Dad gave me the house as an early inheritance gift. I decided to get rid of the house and turn the land into a vacant lot. Eventually, it'll be a parking lot.
What the heck? A parking lot?
And the three of us moved to another house.
What are we supposed to do then? There's no place for us to move to? And why the heck are you the only one getting land and the house and everything? That's not fair at all. How about me? Don't I get anything?
It wasn't my decision. Ask Dad. I don't know anything.
Whatever. Just share the new address with me. That's all I need from you.
No. And I'm sure you're already aware of it, but you haven't been depositing the monthly compensation fee into my account since last month. Don't keep me waiting too long. Hurry up and send the money over.
You should know that we don't have the money to send you right now. You're totally the worst. How can you think only of money right now? Just forget it. I don't need you to tell me because I'll find out on my own. I swear. Oh, sis. I told you I would find the new address. Easy peasy. Though I did have quite the tough week, thanks to you. No home, no money. Finding your address was like seriously mission impossible. I went all around town, asking everyone I knew. I even went to City Hall to see if I could get my hands on some records. Heck, I tried to find Dad at his workplace so I could follow him home.
You really did all of that? Just to find our address? You are really something. I must commend your efforts. You could really make use of that resilience for something good. Why would you go around wasting your energy doing something so ridiculous?
You guys are living in a really nice, fancy high-rise apartment now, huh? How new is the building? Because it looks impeccable. Me and Sean were getting all excited talking about living there with you guys. I can't wait to move in.
The building was built with a top-notch security system. You can't even get in the main entrance without a key. No funny business. No matter what you try, you won't be able to get away with it. We won't give you a key either. There's no use in trying to move in.
But you see, we already figured out how to bypass the security system. You know how me and Sean have so much time on our hands right now. We just waited for the mailman and followed him through the main entrance.
If you have that much time to waste, get to work already. You owe me a lot of money. Isn't today a weekday? As in, a work day? Sean should be at work, not trying to trespass on private property.
He told the company he's not feeling well and took sick leave.
No wonder he never gets a promotion or even a raise. How many sick leaves has he taken just in this 1 year? Honestly, none of my business anymore. Back to the point. Even if you succeed in getting through the main entrance, you won't be able to get into the actual apartment. Without a key, there's no hope for you. So just give up and go home. Stop wasting so much time for nothing.
Oh, you didn't know? If it's the key you're worried about, I don't really need one. I'm here with a special someone.
Huh? What special someone? What are you up to this time?
After you guys split up, Sean met this guy at some bar. They ended up becoming friends, but you wouldn't believe how nimble he is with his fingers. He can even pick locks. What a skill. I'm sure he'll have no trouble opening the door.
You know that's a crime, right? You really want to get the police involved?
It's just you, Mom, and Dad living there. Since my parents live there and all, it shouldn't be a crime just to get in. It's practically my home. Who would arrest me just for trying to get into my own home? You can't make the police do anything to me.
Huh. All right then. I guess there's no limit to the amount of trouble you want to cause us. It's not like you guys regret your actions that caused my divorce. You guys probably think you both did nothing wrong.
Why do I have to feel bad for what we did? We did nothing wrong. We were in love. Can you blame us?
I'm really glad I made sure to take preventative measures.
What does that mean? Whatever. Once I get in, I'll be using a room that's to my liking. And I need to thank that special friend for opening the door with some coffee and snacks. Whatever you guys have in the kitchen. Hope you don't mind.
The police will be on their way the moment you try to get in. Just take your time sipping your coffees while you wait for them to arrive.
Why the police? I don't get it. There's no reason for the police to be on their way.
There's no reason. It's called trespassing. With some stranger who's going to be picking the lock open. Commit the crime, do the time. Oh yeah, and if you try to open the door without the key, it'll set the silent emergency alarm off. The security staff will be alerted immediately.
Oh, I had no idea.
Sure, you may be able to get into the building without much trouble. But after that, getting into an actual apartment is practically impossible. I'm sure the police are already on their way after the security staff got the emergency alert. That is, if you already got in. In fact, they might already be in the building.
Wait, what? We're going to get arrested? I just came home, that's all. What's wrong with that?
We didn't welcome you home with open arms. You broke the law by trying to get in without our permission. I told you so many times that we don't want you coming back. That there's no place for you to return home. You're the one who forced your way into our apartment while we were gone. Now you'll pay the consequences. There's nothing you can do about it now.
What about Mom and Dad? Where are they now? They wouldn't be okay with this happening. Their grandchild is going to be born soon. They would be so thrilled to see me come home. They wouldn't mind that I tried to get in.
Mom and Dad don't even consider you as part of the family anymore. I don't know what you are talking about.
No, that can't be true.
It's all because you did whatever you wanted without thinking about the consequences. Dad decided that he didn't want anything to do with you anymore. He thought that what you did was unforgivable. It's not like you have been able to get into contact with Mom and Dad. Why are you being so delusional?
I mean, yeah, they didn't really pick up when I tried to call so many times. I did think it was kind of odd.
Well, of course. Why would they pick up after what you did? You stole my husband and didn't even show any remorse. You think they would just get over it? They've been upset ever since the day they found out. I'm sure with this little incident, it'll be the final blow to them.
So unfair! I can't believe you. Why is it always you getting the good treatment from Mom and Dad? They always spoil you.
It's all on you. Your behavior is just seriously unforgivable.
Where the heck am I supposed to raise my newborn child? I was going to make you and Mom take care of the kid. I can't raise a kid on my own.
You have Sean's parents to help you out. In fact, they are already on their way, all excited to start a new life with you and the baby.
You've got to be kidding me.
Even after my divorce, Sean's dad kept in contact with me. He was so kind, always worried about me. He would check in regularly. That's why when I found out you were pregnant, I told them about it. Apparently, you guys didn't tell them. Why would you keep it a secret?
You really screwed us over. If we get dragged out of the city, it's all your fault.
Ugh. Yeah, blame me all you want. I'm fine with that. I'm more than fine, actually, because I told Sean's dad on purpose, knowing that he would try to bring you guys to the countryside. Thank goodness everything worked out. At least you have a place to sleep now. Shouldn't you be relieved? You'll be staying the night in a jail cell, and then soon after, you'll be going away to live with Sean's parents.
Haven't you heard from Sean about his parents? You don't know how terrible they are? They're too strict with everything.
I've met Sean's dad multiple times. He's a good man. You say he's terrible, but he only speaks of the truth. He's a man of integrity. It's because he can say it like it is without letting you get away with things that he scares you.
They won't help us out with the baby. I know it.
They kept talking about how much they were going to support you with the birth and raising the child, though.
It's all lies. It's going to be a nightmare.
If you want to raise your kid the right way, I don't think there's any issues here. Sean's mother will teach you how to raise your kid properly. You'll have no problems.
She won't help me raise the child, though. She'll make me do everything on my own.
If the way you want to raise your child is by forcing the child onto someone else in order to go out and do whatever you want when you want, well, then good luck. 'Cause Sean's mom will never let you get away with that.
See? I told you. I knew it. I don't want to go there. No.
Don't be so irresponsible as to have a child and abandon that child with someone else so you can have fun. You're going to become a parent. So you need to realize the responsibility that you have now and act accordingly.
Sean has a job here. He can't quit. We need that money.
I'm sure Sean will be fired from his company with the trespassing incident. There will be nothing holding you guys back from moving away from the city with Sean's parents. Knowing I don't have to see your face gives me a feeling like no other. I can finally sleep with peace of mind.
Sean is getting fired? How do you expect us to pay your compensation money without his job? The cell phone payments? Food? We won't be able to survive.
For starters, you can start by getting a lecture from the police and repenting your actions with them. Then, you'll get to work on the farm once you move in with Sean's parents. His mom will teach you well. I'm sure she'll whip you into shape.
What? So I don't get any time to relax? I don't want to be working all day. That's not my style.
You need to keep making payments to me anyways. I don't care what you have to do, but you'll pay me the money no matter what it takes. You'll have the farm to work on to make some money. Just be grateful that there's a job you can do. I won't let you make any late payments anymore, so you better pay me on time from now on.
Please, sis. Don't let this happen to me. Even if it's just me, you gotta let me live at home with you. Worst case, I can just let Sean go back to live with his parents and work there. He can just send me money every month.
We don't need to live together.
So please, save me, sis. I can't handle living in the countryside with Sean's parents. Sophie, we're twins, right? We're supposed to have a special connection.
Special connection, huh? Even if we did have that, you betrayed me and destroyed every last bit of connection we had.
I don't want to be away from you and Mom. Sophie, I need you in my life.
You just want to use me as your maid. Make me take care of everything so you don't have to do any of the hard work. That's what you need me for, right?
I suck at doing house chores. I don't know how to clean anything. And cooking? You know how terrible I am at it. How am I supposed to make baby food? I only felt okay about having a baby because I thought you and Mom would be the ones to take care of the baby for me. Why would you leave me alone to deal with the baby alone? Please, oh please, don't do this to me.
Oh, it looks like the police arrived. Time's up. The security staff sent me a message. Just sit tight and don't go anywhere. You'll do what you have to do at the police station, and then you'll be on your way to the countryside with Sean's dad. You'll get to spend time in nature. It'll be refreshing. Maybe it'll help you reflect on yourself. They do say that being in nature heals you. Although I think it's safe to say you're broken beyond repair. I don't really care either way. We won't ever be speaking to each other ever again. I'm cutting you out of my life.
Don't be so hasty, Sophie. Please just give yourself time to calm down and rethink things. You know I can't stand living anywhere other than the city. And what's with the police? Don't let them take me to the station. Please. I just want things to be like they have been all this time. Sophie? The police are really here. I can't believe it. Please tell the police not to just barge in. They can't do that.
In the end, Lisa and her criminal friend were taken to the police station after getting arrested. Although they gave the police a headache, they were released, along with Sean, who joined them later, with barely a slap on the wrist considering they didn't take anything and the fact that it was their first offense. Since they had nowhere else to go, they were immediately taken by Sean's parents to their home, far, far away from the city, surrounded by only nature. Now Lisa is getting strict training by Sean's mom on how to do house chores and raise a child. Lisa is now stuck doing everything on her own without any help. As for Sean, he's stuck doing farm work every day while breaking his back doing hard labor. His dad takes care of his monthly paycheck and manages the money to make sure I get my payments on time. I no longer have to deal with any late payments. Even though life in the countryside seems tough, it looks like Lisa and Sean don't have any of the energy, money, or resources that would allow them to leave. They'll be living there for a very, very long time. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.